Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today's video is all about deploying the Boldon James agent onto your endpoints. Now you can think of this video as deploying any agent onto your machine as long as it's MSI, because the method that we're going to use in this video is via something called as a group policy object, and it uses MSI files to deploy the agents. So for this video, we are going to be requiring an endpoint machine, which I'm using here, which is a Windows 11. Along with it, I have my Active Directory. Now onto the Active Directory, we are going to open Group Policy Management. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Group Policy object. Let's name it Boldon James Deployment. So ideally, you would require two configurations to be pushed onto the endpoint. One is the Boldon James agent, and the other one is the configuration files for the Boldon James agent. So first things first, we're going to click on edit, which will bring you this screen. We're going to expand the policies tab, and we are going to select the software settings and software installation. Now onto this page, we're going to right click on new and select package, and you're going to go on to network. Now your packages should be part of a network share, and it should not be a local share. So I have hosted the packages here. So I'm going to select my file classifier. I'm also going to do the same thing for my email and office classifier. So now this would be taking care of installing the agents. The next thing is the configuration of the agents. So for that, I'm going to come here onto administrative templates. Let's expand this. Now I'm going to right click and select add and remove template. Click on add. Now this is one of the templates that you get from Fodra for Boldon James. Now I'm going to select classifier config.adm. Click on open and click on close here. As you can see, a new template has been added with the name classic administrative templates ADM. We're going to expand that, and you'll see that there is Boldon James inside it. Now we would be specifically looking at label configurations in this video, but you can also have the other things as well. While we are configuring this, we are also going to bring up our data classification administration server, because I would require some files from here as well. So we are going to quickly log in here. Come here. Okay, so we require the Boldon James config. If you remember from a previous video, we had pushed on some configuration, which is here, and we are going to be utilizing that. Now, the first thing, I would require the whole path, and this would be a shared path. If I right click on it and go to properties, it would be a shared path. We're going to copy this, go back to our template. Now you need to add this into file-based configuration location, set it to enable, and provide the path. Click on apply. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do is configuration distribution server type. We're going to make it enable, and we are using file system. We're going to click on OK. Now policy name and the label name, if you remember it, well and good. If you don't, you can come on to Boldon James configuration, label configuration. This one is the label configuration name, so it's lab. I'm going to enable it and do labs. Click on apply and OK. Next thing, the policies. So the policy name is lab. I'm going to come on to the policies, click on enable, and type lab, apply and OK. All right. Now, once this is done, you can close it. Now you have just created a group policy object. Now you need to link it to an OU or to the main domain itself. Now what I'm going to do is I have created an OU called as endpoints, where I have my endpoint machine. I'm going to right click on it and click on link an existing GPO and select our GPO, and that is it. Now I'm going to come back to my agent, enter the password. Now I'm going to open a command prompt with the admin privileges. Now ideally you could do a restart and it should work, and it's going to ask you for a restart anyways. So if I do a gp update /force, you will see that it will say there are certain files which requires a restart. As you can see, the following warnings are encountered during computer policy processing. This group client-side extension software installation was unable to apply one or more settings because it needs to be done during system startup. Now I could click on Y and it will restart. As you can see, our endpoint machine is back up. So we're going to come back, give the password, and we're going to perform a quick set of verification. Now, when you are working with GPO, there are multiple things that you can verify. First thing is run the CMD as an admin, do rsop.msc, and hit enter, and it's going to create a resultant set of policies for you that are applied to this machine and to this user. As you can see, the username and the machine name, and it will load, right? So we added it for computer configuration software. So as you can see, it's done, or at least it's assigned. Next thing was administrative template. As you can see, our configuration was done. This is one way to do it. Now, to actually verify if everything is working fine, you'll come here, verify. As you can see that it's installed. The other thing that you can do to verify is go to registry editor. Now the Boldon James would add the registry to software. If it's not here, you don't have to worry about it. The next step, it would also add it in the policies. As you can see, it's here. Now the last thing that you can do is come back, open a Word file. You can see the loading add-in classifier is loaded. Now I'll just open a blank document. As you can see, our labels are here up top available for us from the last video. Alright guys, and that would be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had something to learn. If you did, make sure to like, share or subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it down below in the comment box, and I'll be happy to answer those.